What strategy would you recommend we learn and perfect? I think that your main three are elephant bars, tail bars, and 180s. And then of course we have to add the color change, which is really includes, I'm going to put color change here, which includes things like RBI, GBI. So these are your four things. I want you to keep in mind that all three of these things are big bar plays. You can have smaller versions of them, but they are basically big bar plays. So you have to measure when you're having trouble in your trading, is your trouble coming from the big bar plays or are they coming from your small bar plays, which includes your color changes, your RBIs, GBIs, your acorn plays, and so forth and so on. So there's several things that can fall into that category, the color change. But if you are having trouble with the big bar plays, it's probably due to wrong positioning with the big bar plays. So the thing that I would do is take these four things. In the beginning, I would restrict myself to playing position one predominantly. What's position one? It's this. So here's your state. You're going to play position one right above the state upside, or position one, negative one, right below the state downside. So this is position one display. And I would start right there and kind of stay right there for a while. Yeah. You can also add stage. For instance, guys, I predominantly have you focus on the beginning of a move. Let me show you this on a macro. It's just easier, and then you apply it to the micro. So Zoom, which we very much like now that we're using, went from it's fallen from almost $600 and it's now, what is it now? It's $87. Okay. Look at the bell-shaped curve. That's what I'm always telling you. Markets always eventually can only do one thing. So this part of the move, though, is different from this part of the move. All of my focus on entries where you were here, this part of. So I teach you, my whole method is I'm teaching you to get into a play at the beginning of the turn. See, this is the beginning of the turn, right? And up here, you're typically you're riding this zone. And up here, what are you doing up here? There's three parts to this leg, right? What are you doing there? Profit taking in that zone, right? So this is my method for you, right? You grab the beginning, you ride the middle, and you take profits going into the end. You see the initial turn? The initial turn is right there. So you're grabbing this zone, you are riding, let's just take the first leg, this zone, and you are profit taking on this zone. This is just looking at it in the macro. So enter, ride, profit take. On the macro, you can see the whale, right? On the macro, you can see the three-finger spread. We also looked at this with Moderna. Moderna, the same thing. You see the same thing. Guys, this is the only thing markets can do. It had a little blip here, but it eventually came right back. The beginning here, when you come out of the beginning right there, my point in showing you this is that it really doesn't matter the time frame we use. Everything is the same.